This is episode 209 of the Rise Up Podcast. We're a morning radio show hosted by Steve and Tim on Family Life, a network of stations across New York and Pennsylvania. This podcast is a weekly conversation designed to help you think and laugh and keep your eyes on Jesus. If you haven't already, subscribe today so you don't miss a single episode. And find out more about our show at familylife.org.
It's Steve and Tim helping you to rise up on Family Life, a friend you can turn to.
It's never too late. Well, never too late for what? Never too late to change, never too late to forgive, never too late to start over, never too late for God to use me. It's never too late. So many things we say, well, that's it. It's over. No, never too late.
Yeah. Because saying something is too late means it's the end of our resources. That's how I think of it. Because I would say it's too late if I don't have any more time on the clock to get a job done, or it's too late, maybe the money ran out, well, it's too late to do something about that expense now. There's nothing left. Those are all our human resources, right? God's not limited by time. God's not limited by my bank account. God's not limited by your health, anything. I mean, this is what miracles tell you in the Bible. Every one of them that I can think of right now has to do with something that is, that's why it's a miracle. It's impossible on any earthly terms. It's God making something go further than otherwise ever could have. So when we say something's too late, that's really just me writing God out of the equation. And he always wants to be included in his children's lives.
I think I hear the phrase, speaking of never too late, I've done so many bad things. It's too late for me to come to God, because God would never forgive me, because you don't know what I've done, and well, God does. And the same thing holds there. It's never too late. We've all heard stories of people in their deathbed that have come to God and given him their heart, and they trust in God. So it's never too late, no matter what you've done. The thief on the cross is a great, maybe the best example up there next to Jesus. And Jesus says, no, it's possible. It's never too late.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm so glad you pointed that out. So I brought that up, and Luke 29 is where you find it, is that he says to Jesus, yes, keeping in mind, this is a criminal being executed for his crimes, and he knows it. He knows he deserved it, but Jesus didn't deserve to be on the cross. He said, Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom.
Yeah.
And he said to him, truly I say to you, today you will be with me in paradise. That's, if ever there is a story, a true account that can give hope and say, you're not the one it's too late for. You're not the one too far off. You're not the one so broken he can't fix you. Because such a one doesn't exist. Not when Jesus is the one who you're crying out to and just saying, Jesus, remember me. He will. He has. And he does. He does save. It's never too late with him.
Okay, so let's say you have accepted Jesus in your heart, maybe, a long time ago, or doesn't matter when, and now you've run away from God, or you've made bad decisions. They're bad decisions, and you run away. It's like, okay, well, I accepted Jesus, but I've done so many terrible things now. It's never too late to come back to Jesus as well. The story of the prodigal son just sums that up, when left and lost everything and came running back, and the father just with arms wrapped around. So, it's never too late to come back to Jesus.
I love the song by Casting Crowns that we play on Family Life that says you're one step away. And that image to me has always been powerful, that no matter how far down the wrong path you are, how far away is God from you? Well, I went 1,000 steps away from God. So, it's like 1,000 steps. One. Always one step away from God. That's all you ever are, is one step away from God. You walked a mile, you walked 100 miles away from God. How far do you have to turn to see that he's right there waiting for you? Just turn around. Just take one step back towards him and see that that's your first step with him. He's always right there. That's the good shepherd who's seeking the lost sheep. He's not waiting for the sheep to come home. He's going to find you. He's there. Turn around, one step back, and you're only ever one step away from God. I love that truth, and I love hearing that in song too.
It's never too late for God to use you. She's like, well, I'm 85 years old, and I don't know. I'm just going to lay back. See, God, so many examples in the Bible, but God he loves using his people, and he's made you to glorify him, and he can use you, and no matter what situation it is. Yeah, you're never too old. It's never too late.
Yeah, but maybe not exciting things, though, right? Well, no. I actually remember one account says that Daniel, we're talking Lion's Den Daniel here, pretty exciting story of being used by God. I read one resource that said he was likely, if you add up the times and things, in his 80s when that happened. I haven't done the research. I'm not sure. But the point is this. Could he have been? Well, absolutely. Again, it was a miracle, God doing something amazing in Daniel's life to give him this amazing faith testimony where in his situation, it was being used to stand up for God and to stand up for God no matter what the cost would be, even if it was going to be at the cost of his life. And God spared his life from lions miraculously. And he might have even done that when he was as much as 80 years old. The coolest thing is, and he's not the only one. You look through the Bible, and time again, there are people. I mean, think about Abraham, who God gave Abraham an heir, a son, when he was well past the age that he or his wife ever thought that they could have a child. But God promised it, so it happened. That's the thing. When we're looking at God's word and what God can do, it's never too late because it's never on our resources that God waits to work. It's always in his power because it's always for his glory.
You've been carrying around something for years, decades, a hurt, an anger, a frustration, whatever it is. It's never too late to forgive. It's time to forgive. If you've been carrying around something for so long, we've all heard, or if you haven't heard, you'll hear it now. It's that the forgiveness frees you from the situation. And if you've been carrying a weight around so long, and you're like, well, it's too late now to forgive. No, it's never too late to forgive.
Wow. If it's the Lord, if it's anything good, basically, I guess is the one way of looking at this, right? If it's something good, it's not too late for it because God's will is always to bring his will, what he wants, into our lives. So if that is forgiveness, if that is repentance, despair is the thing we're never supposed to do. It's interesting that despair isn't something that just happens to us. Despair is actually a prideful thing. Now, hear me out for a second, because somebody pointed this out to me, and it really changed the way I think about whether I'm hopeful or whether I'm despairing. Despair is prideful because despair assumes you know everything. Because you only despair when you know that nothing good could happen next. You only despair when you say there's no possible way this can turn out good. Is there no possible way that it could turn out good? Because ultimately that's in God's hands, not in mine. When I despair, I'm really telling God, you're locked out of this situation. God, I know how much you can do, and this isn't one of them. I know how many things you can turn for the good, and I'm not looking at one of those right now. Well, that's despair, and that's really me telling God he can't do what he already said he can, which is to always bring life and to always bring glory to himself and to do that for my joy in my life when I've trusted him. So really, hope always is something that's there for us as people who trust Jesus. It's never our place to despair, but only to hope.
That's right. And keep praying. But I've been praying for this for years, decades, again, a long time, and I've never seen it come to the way I think it should come. Keep praying because it's never too late. As you pray, as long as there is breath in your lungs, keep praying. It's never too late.
Thanks for making us part of your morning routine. It's Rise Up with Steve and Tim on Family Life.
Almost as soon as I got home, that's what I heard. Daddy, you forgot to take my picture to work. She had drawn it for me. My little girl, one of my little girls had drawn me a picture. Left it for me to take to work. I was so excited to do that. And yeah, sure enough, there it was where I left it on the table. And I don't want to say it was a small thing because she really cared about Daddy hanging up her picture at Family Life. Like, that's a cool thing. I'm trying to think of which feeling, honestly, is the worst one. Being let down by somebody you love or being the one to let down somebody you love. Either way, it doesn't feel good, giving or receiving. But I'm thinking about this in this situation, that in anything in life, I don't think our failures are our defeats. I think that defeat part doesn't happen until we stop caring. So yes, in case you're wondering, my cubicle wall right now, I'm running out of push pins. Wall real estate is vastly shrinking. I got a few pictures I've been putting up. Couldn't be happier about it, by the way.
We hope the rest of your day is just as much fun as this. You're listening to Rise Up on Family Life.
I had to run back to your cubicle. Was it the picture of the little princess, the
blue dress?
The blue dress. Yeah.
That's the one that my little girl drew. That's right.
I mean, that just brings up so many great memories. Your little ones drew a picture, and they're disappointed that you forgot it. You didn't bring it to work at first, but now it's there, and I saw it, and it's great. But it just brought back memories of our kids when they were your kids'
That's
age,
so cool.
and drawing things, and it's like they're so proud of it, and disappointed also,
right,
that you didn't, put it up there at first,
right. I made it right though. I did. I made it right with my little girl.
I've been through the same thing, and I can feel the disappointment. I mean, even your kids' disappointment, I can feel.
No.
Well, that 8x10 portrait, the picture of me that I gave, the framed 8x10 portrait sitting that I did, and it's a picture of me.
Right.
I gave that to you how long ago now?
It's been it's been a while.
And while I was back checking your daughter's, I still don't see it up there. It's of me.
Some things are too special. You can't display them for everybody.
I can't even see it. Where is it now? Where have you put that?
It's somewhere very special, Steve. Only I know.
May the blessings of the Lord be with you in all that you do today. This is Rise Up on Family Life.